Wait until you see what survived in this fire. This should be physically impossible. Late one night in March of 2019, the pastor of Freedom Ministries Church in West Virginia was just finishing up his usual tasks before heading home. Everything about that day felt pretty normal except the fact that there was this smell like smoke or melting plastic. He just could smell that something was burning somewhere nearby. And it made him uneasy to say the least, but at the end of the day, he reminded himself that this was a rural town. You know, people have trash piles, they'll burn their trash every weekend. It's completely normal. These strangers weren't strange at all. So he just locks the doors, he brushes it off, sweeps it under the rug, and he goes home just not expecting anything. The next morning, as he's driving back towards the church, he notices something very strange. There's the sounds of sirens towards where the church actually was. So he keeps getting closer and he sees in the parking lot of the church, there's dozens of police officers, firefighters, fire trucks. And as soon as he pulls into the parking lot, he sees something that makes him stop cold. He looks up at where the church once stood, and all he sees is this blackened pile of rubble and ash. The church was gone. The firefighters on the scene, they just told him that the heat was so intense that they were forced to back out of the building entirely, and they just kind of had to let it burn out. It would have been impossible for anything to survive inside of it. But this pastor, he just needed to see for himself. So a few hours later, when they actually confirmed the integrity of the building, the pastor walks in and starts to notice that there are these books on the ground. And this was very strange because, again, nothing should have survived this fire. He walks up to one of the books and he dusts off the soot from it, and what he sees makes him tear up and go down to his knees. It was the Holy Bible. It wasn't burnt. It was readable. It was completely intact. They found nearly 24 Bibles scattered throughout the sanctuary that were untouched. But they also noticed something else. The crosses in the church had survived two wooden crosses from inside the church and one stone cross from the roof. Everything else was completely turned to ash. But this is absolutely insane because you need to understand this. A fully developed building fire can reach 1500 degrees Fahrenheit or more. Paper, like the pages of the Bible, is known to ignite around 451 degrees. In fires like this, smoke alone will destroy books, even if the flames never touch them. Yet in this church, the structure collapsed, the wooden beams burnt away, and the most fragile objects inside were left unharmed. And what makes this even more unsettling, this isn't the only time that something like this has happened. There are documented fires like this one, where the church completely burns down, but the painting of Jesus survives. And these are different occurrences in different places at different times in history, but they all share the same message. Divine protection is real for those who believe.